hello, humans! It is I, your favorite purple dragon! That's right! Your boy is back! After a very, very long hiatus! You're probably wondering where I have been! Where has the purple boy gone? And well, not to worry, I have returned! Yes, I know it must be very shocking to not actually see me for so long. And you know what? I'm actually done waiting. I am actually here by popular demand. And it does come to my attention that some of you have actually wanted to do a little bit of research on what the history of Halloween has actually been. But, you know, I could do that. Let's see here. But there is actually a couple videos that I've also discovered as well. But we will be getting to those shortly. And just by looking at this already, I'm not going to be completely watching this whole thing because, well, one, it's from the History Channel, and two, documentaries, unless they are dragon-related, are absolutely boring. I mean, I'm not exactly one to argue about how humans are all, trying to do their thing. And history is completely boring in general. Let's just be honest. But I suppose this is where I decide, you know what? Let's go ahead and check it out. So, let's see, how many videos are in here today? Oh, we got 3, gemsters, I guess. Fellow dragons? 3 in chat. Yeah, let's just go with that. Yeah, I am not sure. Let's see here. Perfect video for you. React to saying, boys. You really do like me watching Prince Vegeta for some reason. Not sure. But there are a couple other shorter videos that I ought to get into. Because, well, I know some of you humans have very terrible attention spans. I mean, I'm a go-getter myself, but come on, this is absolutely ridiculous. Without further ado, let's see here. Let's just get right into this, shall we? Let's go. Alright, hold on a second. A-boop. Okay, properties. Ah! Okay. Alright. Oh, I'm getting way too big. Hold on. I'm too big. I'm zoomed in. I'm supposed to be just a little guy. Okay, here we go. Alright, let's go ahead and have a look at this fiasco. Come on, jack-o'-lantern!
It's coming. There's no escape. On Halloween, the veil between this world and the next will lift. Then, all hell breaks loose.
I've had my fair share of spooky things in my day.
People have been scaring each other for as long as there's been a Halloween. But how long is that? Where does it come from? And why do we put on disguises and carve jack-o'-lanterns?
I never needed to.
Indulge our darkest fears?
Well,
unlocking the secrets of Halloween means discovering how it all began, thousands of years ago. So
that's almost as old as... That's about as long as we have been away from the Forgotten Realms. Wow. Time has really flown, hasn't it?
Lock the doors, dim the lights, and don't be scared as we dig up the real story of Halloween.
Oh, yes.
How can you describe Halloween without sounding insane?
That is a good question. Unless you're a ghost, or vampire, or anything of that nature.
We give them candy. But why? Why do we carve faces into fruit, then light candles inside them? And
fruit? I thought pumpkins were a vegetable. Huh. Guess the more you know. Huh.
Why do we adorn our homes with coffins and tombstones? The truth is, we take great pleasure in scaring ourselves to death.
Halloween's
Oh,
about being someone
wow.
else. It's about getting outside
Not
your own
that I
skin.
haven't seen anything like that
And
before.
I think we tolerate it because we know it's one night.
Look at those! They look like
This
balloon people.
impulse to confront our fears of life and of death and make sport of them, it's ancient, and so are our treasured Halloween traditions.
I mean, I'm only just... I never really question it. I mean, I'm not exactly a candy guy, but you know,
When did Halloween
I do
begin?
like lighting things up. Hence the barbecues.
And its ancient origins go back to the old Celtic calendar. And the old Celtic tribes divided the year between a light half and a dark half. And Samhain, their ancient holiday, was the precursor to our Halloween.
Did he say
It was the
Sauron?
beginning of the dark half.
What is this, Lord of the Rings?
Thousands of years ago, the Celts, one of Europe's early tribes, celebrated their Samhain harvest festival with bonfires on the night of October 31st to welcome their new year. For ancient peoples, harvest was a matter of life and death. If crops failed, people starved. Death was always close.
The harvest time could be a scary time. The days are getting shorter, the nights are getting longer. There may or may not be enough food to last through the winter. So I think this is where this nightmarish quality possibly comes from.
You know, as a carnivore myself, why don't they used to just do hunting? I mean, that's how we dragons do it. We just take a few sheep, maybe a cow or two. I know I like my barbecues. It's easy. You humans must be really doing it wrong. Or, sorry, I'm a little biased.
It's a bit of a warning. You know, it's going to get cold and dark. Gather together, come home, and don't send anybody out alone in the dark.
But the Celts believed there was even more to Samhain.
What marked Samhain in this transition from light to dark
There it is,
was the time and
Sauron.
space
Seriously,
became
what are
permeable,
you talking about, Lord of the Rings?
flexible. And so that spirits, not only of the dead, but of the past or of other realities, could sort of wander into our reality, and humans could wander out and get lost in the other world as well.
I mean, that wouldn't be my first trip. I jump through portals all the
and the
time.
living and the dead could commingle. And that's at
I mean,
the
traveling
root of all
for
the
realms is
Halloween
nothing new for
celebrations.
me.
Stories persist
Just
of
ask
people on
Crash
Samhain
Bandicoot.
night getting trapped in the other world.
That
And of the dead
overpopulated
appearing among the
marsupial.
living. But the truth is, we know precious little about Samhain. We can only guess that their bonfires likely drew one familiar Halloween icon. A thing familiar, yet frightening to many. The bat.
Before there was electricity, the only way you would have seen a bat would have been by the firelight. And in fact, you probably would have seen it around the fire because bats eat insects, and insects are attracted to the light.
Bats come out at night, and nighttime was scary time. So if bats are the best and baddest part of your Halloween, you might just credit ancient people like the Celts. And they weren't the only ancient culture with creepy traditions. Others
scary?
also looked to their
Barbecue
dead.
those all the time.
Many,
Sparks
many
actually
cultures sort of
they
set
turn into
aside a day or a
butterflies.
couple of days to ritually celebrate and recognize the dead.
Oh, an Egyptian
The
tomb.
interesting thing is you find a
Strange
lot
how
of them
I've been
about
in
the same
those.
time period, especially
Oh, wait,
in
yeah, I
agricultural
have.
societies. Because if you think about it, you know, spring things come up out of the ground, they're very green, you harvest in the middle of the summer, and towards the fall, and when it gets towards winter, things die.
I mean, well, I go through seasons.
But how did these ancient traditions survive into our modern era? In Western culture, they were preserved by, of all people, Christians. In a bizarre twist of history, as Christianity spread, it adopted and reimagined pagan folkways rather than try to stamp them out. This made it easier to convert pagans. A key pagan festival destined to get a Christian makeover was Lemuria, when celebrants placated the dead, culminating on May 13th.
Of all the different days that they have in the Roman calendar to celebrate the dead, it was the spookiest. So on the Lemuria, what are called the larvae, the ghosts of the departed, would come up and haunt people.
To quell the dead, pagan Romans poured milk onto their graves or offered them little cakes. But the church co-opted Lemuria in 609 AD, turning May 13th into All Saints' Day, a day to honor the most holy of dead Christians.
Setting aside this day was an attempt to Christianize this very pagan festival, and yet at the same time what it did was it kept a lot of the same themes going.
Okay, yeah, I've definitely had enough of this. I mean, you humans are really trying to overcomplicate everything. Alright, let's move on. It's already boring me. But that's okay. We got a few things, and I saw some of you wanted to know what Cinder's been doing, so I guess we're... I can't believe I'm actually dealing with this. But we're gonna be watching... sorry, Skylanders Academy. Sorry, it's such a nasty thing in my mouth still, but okay. All Cinder things. Here we go, I guess.
Skylanders, meet our new potential cadet.
Hello, wizard.
Cinder.
I forgot your...
Welcome to the Academy Center.
Oh,
I'm
don't
Zelda.
get so close, gobbling me!
Over there's Eruptor, and he's Pop Fizz. Which means you're Spyro.
You've heard of us?
Heard of you? You guys are my heroes. And that's what I want to be. A hero. Just like all Skylanders.
A hero. I wonder why that is.
But the first question we need to answer in order to do that is, ever seen another dragon that looks like me before?
Not from my neck of the woods, Spyro. Sorry.
Even though you aren't the same type of dragon, I'd like you to spearhead Cinder's preparation for her admission test, Spyro. With the Doom Raiders still on the loose, as well as other threats growing more audacious by the day, we need all the heroes
This
we can
whole
get.
relationship's
So the student
audacious.
has become the teacher. This is just a pre-test, so we can see where your skills are at.
Can these guys, hurt me?
It would if you weren't a dragon. I'm sure he won't even touch you with all your sweet abilities and powers. Just do your thing.
Why are
and
you
you'll be
sweet
all
talking? It's
good.
Stop!
Holograms, schmolograms. A bunch of virtual villains will be a walk in the park next to the time I fought the Dread Beast Blob Gnarly with one wing and a cast, a nasty chest cold,
I
and only
forgot
one
how
bar of
insufferable
soul
this is.
Ah,
This is getting
I'd love
worse.
to have seen that.
Oh, it was totally unreal.
Well, show me how you took that Dread Beast down to Skyshine Town. Don't forget, have fun. Cinder, go ahead and use your powers. Show me what you got. That's not a power, is it? I mean, maybe it is. Nope, not a power. Ooh. Wow. That all looked really
I am so glad they are. Okay, I'm just gonna pause right there. I am so thankful they did not show that. I mean, the paw swiping, the T-Rex arms, that is the most insulting thing I have ever seen. And I have a quadruped. Why? Just when you thought the Lord of the Wings couldn't get any worse, this atrocity had to be involved as well!
Guess that's not how that was supposed to go.
It's fine. Even hollow villains get lucky. Won't happen again, right, Dragon Friend?
Dragon, why did you do this?
I can't
Please?
tell you how much I appreciate your help.
Well, with me as your instructor, you'll be able to learn from the best and avoid all my mistakes. Now behold, your first enemy.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on, wait a second, hold on. Did I just see that right? Hold on.
Your first enemy.
A sheep. Your first enemy? I mean, they taste delicious, and they sometimes turn into butterflies. But a sheep? I've forgotten how this version of Cinder is absolutely pathetic! It's an insult! It's an atrocity! Oh.
Okay, probably best to just get all that out before you fight. All that talk about beating Blob Gnarly with one wing and a chest cold and only 1 bar of cell service?
Oh, I totally had that chest cold.
Yeah. Sure you did.
But my wing injury was more of a severe sprain from...
Wing injury? I saw you flying just fine! What are you doing?
Texting all the time on my cell phone, which had full bars of service.
What are you, a TikToker?
I never fought Blob Gnarly. When I said it was unreal, I meant it.
Yes. What a shocker. Oh, I'm so surprised. How could anyone would have guessed?
Because it never happened. Would now be a good time to tell you I've never actually fought anyone with my powers? Because it feels really good to get it off my chest. Yeah, probably should have waited to tell you that.
You shocked, you damn grumbling version of me!
How is it possible that you're a dragon and never used your powers? I mean, do you have any idea how much fun it is to use your fire to make s'mores? Oh, it's like you're some sort of god of the great outdoors.
Well,
I mean, this version of me is not wrong. I barbecue all things all the time. And I do love s'mores. Maybe he's onto something.
well, I've been told what I should be able to do, but my powers sound so intense that I'm afraid of what they might do once I unleash them.
You know...
Since when does a dragon care about that? What do you mean you're afraid of things getting too intense? That's the whole point of having powers!
Whoever told you that sounds like they know a lot about dragons. I wonder if they might know stuff about my dragon kind, too.
Look, Spyro, I think it's time to admit the truth here. There's no way I'm getting into the academy, which means there's no way I'll ever be a Skylander.
Let's just get back to your training. We both know you have amazing powers somewhere inside you. We just have to find them and let them fly free.
How do we do that?
Well, you're frustrated, right?
Totally.
Then get mad. Unleash what's buried deep within.
I mean...
Grr! I am so mad right now.
Come on, you can do better than that. What really chaps your scales?
I really don't know.
Pasta sauce lids too tight.
They're not ideal, I agree.
And how is it, after all the amazing inventions of our time, that no one has designed a cereal bag that seals closed yet?
What?
Ooh, this! When your mom or dad are all, clean up your cave, or use your inside roar.
So that's what...
Okay. Yep. I mean, it's so shocking, but I actually do have that ability. Just haven't really had much use. Although, my phone does need charging every now and then. Really does come in handy sometimes.
One of my powers? Cool. But
yeah.
It was also pretty scary looking. I don't want to hurt anyone.
Give it
Or
a rest
Well,
with
you
that.
already sound like a Skylander to me.
Go get him! I mean, and that's another barbecue. Okay, yeah. There's that shadow weaving thing that I forgot she had.
Today's lesson, expect the unexpected.
Knock knock. Who's there? The unexpected? I've been expecting you. Sorry, I meant to do it a tiny zap. Are you okay?
Ow! Wait, not ow? I should be in a lot of pain right now. Try that again.
I don't want to hurt you.
That's the thing. I don't think you can. So I'm electricity-proof too? I knew my scales were impenetrable, but now this? I guess that's one of the perks about having no idea where you came
Yes,
from. New
it's so
surprises all
impressive.
the time.
Did you ever think maybe you're lucky you don't know your ancestors? Or your family?
Lucky? Lucky how?
Like, what if you found out they aren't like you?
You mean like what if they were lame? Couldn't pop and lock?
Skylanders, report to Yum Yum Fun Burger where there is a
Yum
not-so-fun
Yum
situation
Fun
brewing.
All right, Cinder. Time to apply your training in a real showdown. Let's go.
Are you sure I'm ready?
The readiest.
Come on,
Come on.
just fly. I forgot how bad.
It's the fray.
Sky Kids? Well, if a Yum Yum, did someone order a Koala burger?
Calm down, sir. Just put down the frozen burger patties, raise your claws, and no one gets hurt.
Cinder, less talking, more zapping.
What if I hurt them?
That's the idea.
That's the idea.
They're bad guys.
Now,
What if they're not really bad and just want to find a toy so they can give it to their child and make its dream come true?
And he can steal his own toys!
See? Evil.
It's not always that simple.
Yes, it is. Good guys are good and bad guys are bad. That's how it works.
Is it?
I mean,
always?
there it is.
Always. Now finish these jokers.
I can't.
Of course you can. I've seen what you can do, and I know you are meant to be a Skylander.
No, I'm not. I'm not like you. I'm not like any of you.
Cinder, what's wrong?
You want to know where I really come from? Fine. My father is Evil Dragon King Malfour, which means I was born to be bad. I thought I could be different, but now I know I can't. Just leave me alone!
Oh, so dramatic over a Chuck E. Cheese knockoff.
No, it's more like moo!
I have definitely seen enough brain rot here. All right. Wait, what is this? Hold on. Is this Christmas already? We just got into October. What is this?
If I live to be 100, I'll never be able to forget that big snowstorm a couple of years ago. Well, you might not believe it, but the world, oh...
You're telling me a frickin' reindeer has a game before I have a sequel to my Reignited trilogy? You're telling me that this reject of a frickin' deer is having his own game with that? I am so mad. I am so mad. I can't. You're telling me that I had worked for Activision and so many others. You're telling me that I am somehow actually having to deal with all this nonsense? All this just to deal. Oh, that's it. That is it. I am gonna talk somebody. Sorry, I really had to get that out of my system, but anyway, let's go ahead and see the gameplay, yeah?
Most missed Christmas.
He's got a shiny nose.
How shocking! Can he breathe fire too?
Mom, I'm home. We're Rudolph and Clarice and Hermie
Has this movie been made again?
First up, the island of misfit toys.
Let's see what we got here.
That's what I call a great takeoff. The Bumble has one weakness, and I know it.
Wait, is it?
The Bumble sinks. Ha ha!
Wait a minute. I thought I recognized that Yeti.
And I know it.
Hold on. Is that supposed to be Bentley? Or one of his relatives? I know I'm a dragon. But this isn't. But I'm actually friends with the Yeti. This is insulting. I mean, granted, I've torched my fair share myself. I mean, yeah, there were those monk guys that I saved once upon a time. I mean, he was doing a lot of jumping and kind of got crushed by his own defeat and all that, but come on! Come on! I think it's just Bentley having a bad hair day or something. Can Yetis have a bad hair day? I don't know. Anyway.
The Bumble sinks! Ha ha!
Yeah, so I wonder if he could actually swim.
We have each other.
This annoying Bumble again!
Well, as Rudolph and his friends discovered, it doesn't make a difference how someone's made. Misfit toys, snow monsters, and even dentists. Everyone has a part to play.
Please don't say dentist. I mean, my teeth just fall out if I ever sometimes.
Okay, Rudolph, full power.
You humans, but teeth are always fine.
Ho, ho, ho.
This darn deer got his own game before I even got a trailer for my own franchise. Why can't it be me? I'm supposed to have my time. But I suppose if you want me to play this Christmas, I'll consider watching it, so yeah, this is for the YouTubers, I guess. So if you enjoyed this and you want me to, you know, play as a reindeer and bring Christmas cheer or whatever, I guess you could leave a like, subscribe, all that jazz, to like and torch that subscribe button or something. I can't believe I actually got outshined by a reindeer. A freaking reindeer! I have never been so humiliated in my life. Okay. It's fine. It's okay. Alright, anyway, let's see what other things that are going on here. Let's see. This is from Crunchyroll. It says, Raising a Warrior. I mean, I wonder what this is supposed to be, but we're about to find out. Oh, it's what? Is that a dragon? Okay. This. I mean, it's not, I mean, it's got the wrong color, and it's definitely doesn't have my handsome mug, but I can actually get behind this. I mean, how many things dragon related? Oh, why is it that we dragons are always sidelined to some human or whatever background inferior species? Why is it that we're always the ones in the background or something? Why are we always the horse? Why are we always the second pet of the evil mastermind? Why can't it be our time, damn it? Oh, pardon my French. Oh, hope nobody hears that. Anyway, oh yeah. Oh! Wait, is that... Wait. Is that a skeleton proposing in marriage? In front of my new dragon buddy? I really hope that bonehead gets torched. Wait, is he parenting? I mean, I have multiple dads, but come on, have some dignity. At least tell me he can actually breathe fire. Oh, I mean, he flies. That's a good sign. He's okay, so you're raising a warrior. Okay, that's cool. Hold on a second, is that? Wait a minute, hold on. He's so bald! I swear I can actually see my future on this thing! Is his head made out of crystal ball? Sans, is it you? I don't know! Anyway, hold on, shut up! I'm trying to see my future! Can I, it says... Oh! Is that saying that you guys should like and subscribe? Yeah, well, I guess you should do that, whatever it says, keep going! Magic. Oh! Yes, the bonehead got his! Wow! Wait, what the fuck? Wait. Okay, so he clearly, we saw that he can fly, but is that a battle axe? That's actually cool! At least tell me he can breathe fire! That's the one thing I want! Listen, I don't know what studio this is. Wait, every Friday starting at Halloween? Really? Listen, I don't know whatever studio is making this. I don't know what his name is. But you better make him breathe fire, or I'm gonna torch it! Alright. My eyes! Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Alright, Jurassic Plague, a dinosaur analogy by Necroraptor. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Hello! Necroraptor! Alright. Okay. Spooky warning! Okay. This video contains blood, flashy screen, gore, and some jump scares. That this video is based on analog horror. Viewer discretion is advised. If you do not wish to continue watching this, please exit the video, and some viewers will... Thank you, and please enjoy the video. I mean, none of my games are pretty gory, but you'd be surprised how violent my games actually are. I mean, the moment I torch somebody, they instantly burst into flames and ashes. I mean, I'm pretty sure blood and gore is nothing too bad. I mean, that's crazy. Alright. Oh, I see we got dinosaurs in the park. Are we at Jurassic Park? This is something I think this is something Yenny would absolutely visit. Yep. Yes. Okay, just flying. Is that a pterodactyl? What is that? Oh. What? What the heck? Okay, now I'm starting to get scared. I mean, I don't have any toggles to represent this, but what? Did that dinosaur just turned into a dragon? What is happening right? What is happening to that dinosaur? What is happening? Hi, giant bird. He's literally still. This is actually Jurassic Park. Hello? Clean up at aisle 5? Okay, that's whoever that was. Thanks for that. Yeah, thanks for that. I totally did not plan on sleeping tonight anyway. Let's just, so good old summer forest. I definitely need this. I just need a little bit of time. Are the original Halloween monsters that do the scaring? Okay, listen here, Raptor. Alpha Raptor, whatever. That was not natural. I've actually met dinosaurs before, okay? They do not do anything like that. I've actually been to Dinosaur Town. I torched a couple folks, but let's do. All right, yeah. Are the kings of Halloween? Are you trying to outcompete against vampires and werewolves? I mean, I could easily say dragons are the ones really ruling, but who are we kidding? We don't really need no trick-or-treating holidays. All right. Now let's see here. I just need to do a little cool down because a lot of these things are going crazy now. All right, what is this other thing? Well, speaking of dinosaurs, I guess we got this right here, Primal Rage. I mean, this looks like a game that Yenny would totally play. I mean, if he gets enough subscribers, I'm sure I could ask him to play a few rounds of this. Not sure what we're getting into, but let's have a look. The future. Civilian. Oh, you humans are screwed. Yep. Talk about global catastrophe. It's like watching Jurassic Park all over again. Okay. Okay, so Talon and Saw. What is the raptor filled with? Is he made of sand or something else? Guess we'll never know. He's a bug. Okay. This is okay. This is definitely like Mortal Kombat. It's cool and all that, but yeah, the other dragons did not want me to find any of these kind of games. Baby raptors. Oh, What is that snake thing doing? What's that? Ugh. I mean, okay, evidently this little thing has a lot of magic. Is there a fire? Hold the phone, did that... That snake turned that monkey into a cow. I mean, I'm honestly, I'm just impressed. I mean, it's instant barbecue, if I'm gonna be honest. What's in your brains out? Wow. At least they Sub-Zero's violent. I guess that other monkey got DK'd out of here. Oh. Okay. That's, is that Triceratops? I mean, okay, he likes to celebrate beach parties, I guess. Oh, gross! That is the most disgusting monkey I've ever seen! What is that? No, what is that? Oh, come on! Okay, what is that guy doing? I guess whatever that dinosaur was doing ain't doing too hot. Oof. Yeah. I guess that dino got deep. Oof. So much violence. Wait. Totally respect. Okay, please tell me. Yes! He's a firebreather! Please give me a barbecue! Right to the bone! Hold on, I gotta see that again. Hold on, I gotta... Nice and extra crispy. All right, so let's see what other things are here. Is there a... Okay, Legendary World of Spyro games. Okay, let's see what do you got going on here. I mean, I actually do like learning a little bit about myself. A few secrets that I've never known about, so let's take a look.
This video has been sponsored by
your mum. I'm Jim. I'm Jim. No, you're not.
Mom, so joke's on you.
It's okay. We all make mistakes. Like that one time I set fire to that school. Yeah, I know. I thought.
I probably should make a disclosure that I have no idea what that was implied. I never set fire to a school. What? Wait, me? Talking about set fire to school? That's crazy. Who would actually do that? Hunter, that video's been taken care of, right? Yeah, that's totally weird, yeah. Who would do that? I mean, who would totally burn down the source of all homework? I mean, that is crazy. Moving on.
Thought it was a wasp's nest. I got some news for you. Oh yeah? Don't care. No, I really think you need to hear this news. Shut up! You're a news. Oh, come on, stop being such a baby. It'll only take 5 seconds, I promise. I want Cumpy. Excuse me? Cumpy. I want Cumpy. I swear to God, I'm gonna go. Give me Cumpy! Okay, fine. You want Cumpy? I'll go and get you your damn Cumpy. What is it with you and your Cumpy? There, here you go. There's your Cumpy. You happy now? Yes. I've had enough, I'm off. Thank you for Cumpy. You're not welcome. Oh, by the way, you just hit 1 million subscribers, so, yeah.
Oh, well, congrats, man!
Oh my God!
Look over here. Look over here.
Yep.
Oh!
So, yeah, you know, I agree. Shadow the Hedgehog, not the worst Sonic game he's ever.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Guys, I just hit 1 million subscribers!
I mean... Yes. I mean, if only Yenny could have that many amount of subscribers. I mean, he's not getting too many views. He's never gonna be popular, let's be honest. He doesn't even have an actual Patreon. Oh, what a loser. If only he actually had a mascot that he can actually use to get a little bit more popularity. Oh, so sad.
1 million subscribers. What the hell is that about? Thank you so much, everyone. But also, what the hell is wrong with you? That is a number that I never thought I would ever reach in my lifetime.
I've never even heard of you in my life, but congrats, man.
A full video towards celebrating. But what shall I do a video on? It's got to be important. It's got to be grand. It's got to say, I've reached 1 million subscribers.
You can. I'm gonna fly over. Hello.
I've already made the video and I don't know. So I will go to America right now and ask all of my friends.
Okay, he's got a cup rocket. What airplane is this? He's got me on it. Do it. Play it again.
Right, guys, for this video, I want to cover every single Spyro game known to existence on every portable and main console. Is that a good idea? Oh no! Look who it is! It's him! It's Simon! The door!
Yes, of course I was going to talk about Spyro when I hit 1 million subs. I've been promising that since your Labrador was born. He's dead now. There is a reason I've avoided everything to do with Spyro up until now, though, because he's easily the most requested thing I've ever had to talk about on my channel ever since I started it. So for the sake of saving it for something special, I always told myself, not yet, Purple Prince. I'll save you for 1 million.
So come on, you blokes!
And now we're here!
It's finally time!
Save money on my mum's hip replacement. And let's be honest, everybody loves Spyro. That's why he was so requested. Who doesn't love
they
him?
should be loving me. Jesus. Who's Cruella de Vil?
Exactly. Thing is, though, I don't want to get too overexcited. There's a lot of Spyro games out there that I could make multiple videos about. We're far beyond the days of 2012 and me only covering the first 3 games for a... No, I'm gone.
Trash!
So for this special, I am going to stick to the main console games and the main portable games, go through each and every one of them chronologically, and then show you why Spyro games make me work.
I know I didn't. Hey, there's me. Is that a guy in a carpet? Oh, no, it's him. Oof. Revive that guy's flying lessons!
Purple is gay. Right, so first off, no matter if you like Spyro or hate his guts, you cannot deny the iconic status of this box art. This color scheme, this art style, it's so PlayStation. It is perfect. I wouldn't change a thing about it. Why
Except
is that
maybe an
then?
update.
The story of Spyro 1 is that the press have gone over to the Dragon Realms to interview the dragons about a wretched old boil known as Nasty Gnorc, and they decide to make fun of him.
He's
on live
ugly
TV.
and he stinks. Trust me, I know. I
got
fought
a
him.
real Kanye West over it. Now, how did Nasty hear that savage diss all the
3
way from his
times.
house? Well, you have to remember, this was way back in the 90s, and everybody thought TVs worked like telephones. Don't forget, TVs had only been around for 70 years. Because of that, Nasty Gnorc casts a crystallizing spell on every dragon
no
in
one
the
even
kingdom,
knew how to work a
except for
darn
Spyro,
PlayStation.
Luckily for us though, Spyro is purple, and purple is a sick color. Everything purple kicks ass, which means Spyro runs off to kick ass, which means the game itself would inevitably kick ass. Except his voice, that doesn't really kick anything aside
Yeah,
from my
I have no
face.
idea what happened to my voice there.
I'm going after him.
Is it because of his
Please
color?
don't
Did they give him
remind
a
me. I
chain-smoking
already have a
teenager's
bad
voice
enough
because no one
voice
would think he
actor
was
right
cool for being
now.
purple? That's outrageous. Some of the best things in life are purple, like bruises and ringworm.
Destiny? I just want to kick some.
Just toast those enemies and collect the treasure.
See, kids? Spyro is cool. He nearly said bottom. In Simon 1, you skip around luscious open environments unless the game stops you with the big shapes. Smashing all of your nan's china with your head, gliding from island to island, setting sheep
I mean,
on fire, occasionally
I was
fighting a
supposed to
boss,
fly in
cracking open
the
old
swim
men.
in the first game.
And eventually run off to Nasty's lair to spit roast him. That Nasty Gnorc is toast. Yeah, he
Yes.
is.
Don't eat it. It's rotten toast.
Honestly, that's kind of it. This is a fairly standard collectathon platformer from the time. Find as many gems, dragon eggs, and crystallized perverts as possible in order to unlock more hub worlds to find as many gems, dragon eggs, and crystallized perverts as possible. But Simon does have some tricks up his sleeve to stick out above your Banjo-Kazooies and your Super Martins. Let's go, Yahoo! In case you didn't notice, Spyro is a dragon, and that means he has 5 unique things that make the game work entirely on their own. 1. Dangly skin. Simon not only jumps like every other knobhead, but by hitting jump again, he uses the loose parts of his back to glide long distances.
Those are my
all the
wings,
way
buddy.
to Scotland. This is
Usually
only an
fly
extremely
in certain
fun and
levels in
liberating
those
thing to do in
games.
every Spyro game, but allows the level design to focus not just on horizontal flat landscapes. Now you can have giant, sprawling, and tall levels based on verticality. You see that glimmering secret pile of treasure far out there? Well, if you get yourself high enough somewhere else in that level, and not from a weed, you may be able to reach it. It's not even a case of you finding the one single place to cross that one single gap, turning the glide
Yeah,
function
it
into a
was kind
situational
of scary the
invisible
first
bridge.
time or
You can
two,
glide off of any
but
surface in any
flying
direction,
around just
which means
fine.
the designers can hide
By
more
the
secrets
time
in
it was
more
all
creative
done.
places and gives you a breathtaking sense of freedom and adventure in each level, which can also be tense as hell. Whenever I'm about to make a risky-looking glide, I always have this inner fear of, oh my god, I want that stuff over there, but is my glide going to be high enough to reach it? Well, I guess there's only one way to find out, so here I go. But once I'm gone, I'm committed, so I have to be confident. Oh god, I'm not going to make it, am I? Oh god, Simon, you're going to die. I'm so sorry, Simon, this is my fault. You're flying slowly towards your coffin and you're seeing it happen right in front of your eyes, but I'm powerless to do anything. Oh no, please don't look at me, Simon. I'm sorry, please stop making me own my guilt. Please stop looking at me. 2. Bad breath. Instead of any clumsy jumps or precise melee attacks, Simon uses a wide, close-range fire breath attack to kill the enemy Gnorcs or break open baskets of gems. Not only a really fun thing to do, but it looks cool, leaves little black ashes behind, and basically guarantees a hit if you're facing the general direction of the breath, since it has such a wide
it
berth. 3.
makes great barbecue.
The horn. Simon can use his horns for even more utility than the flame breath. It can break metal vases and baskets, attack basic Gnorcs
I mean,
no problem,
it's
and
kinda
gives you a
how I
speed
get
boost,
around
which
if
makes
I'm
basic
not
running around
flying.
much more thrilling and quick when you need to get a move on with your little buff. 4. Whirlwinds. If you jump into a whirlwind, the camera moves downwards and lets you look right up Spyro's 5. Small thing that isn't a dragon and has nothing to do with dragons at all. That wispy little skinny lemon is Sparks the Dragonfly, and he is your health bar somehow. Yellow means you've got 4 hits left, blue is
It's
3
only
hits
from
left,
the
green
game
is 2
design.
hits left, gone is 1 hit left, and then
give my creators a
you
break.
keep yourself healthy by murdering smaller creatures that have no ways of fighting back, just like in real life. But honestly, I couldn't care less about health points. I just want Sparks to look yellow as often as possible, because blue and yellow look like spoiled cheese. I don't want Sparks to look ill, so I give him as many butterflies as possible.
I mean, everything.
I will even go all the way back to the beginning of an empty level to top him up if I have to. No small animal is too far away for me to gut. In fact, we do it just for fun in our spare time, don't we, Scott?
Why?
You can say that again. But here's where things get interesting. On their own, the moves that Spyro can pull off are pretty sweet. But when you mix them together, whoa.
You get big enemies that can only be flamed and armored enemies that can only be charged with your horns. Then you get enemies that are too big to charge but also armored from your flame, so a new weakness needs to be discovered. You get collectible dragon eggs that are stolen by thieves that are too quick to be flamed, so need to be charged towards all over the level while they go. This noise triggers my stomach acid. You get supercharge panels on the floor to make your charge get faster and faster the more time you spend on the panels, and the more time you spend on the panels, the further your jump and glide becomes. And it's because of that example in particular why I love levels like treetops, because once you get going, it's like.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of crazy having to deal with that.
But they're all morons. Sure, it takes me a few attempts to remember the routes, and I die a few times every time I come back to it after a while, but the satisfaction of finding the correct starting point of a supercharged panel, jumping over to another island to keep gaining speed on another supercharged panel, and then making that one final gigantic glide over to the hardest to reach area of the whole game is ingenious and incredible to get right. The game isn't full of stuff like this, but when it is, it nails it and makes me go. I even like the little balance things going on with how you control Spyro, like flame breathing, for example, being an easier and safer attack to do against baskets and enemies, but the trade-off for that is that everything is slower and the gems that drop from them float up into the air and fall loose. But if you try and go for a risky charge attack as much as possible, you'll find it's not only faster, but then the gems will follow immediately after you once you break the basket or kill the enemy.
Thanks a lot, Sparks. Let's see. Hold on. It's better than the members-only account where you have to pay extra just to watch one lousy video. I never knew you were cosplaying George of the Don't make fun of me, okay? It was my first game, and it still hurts. Even I can still feel it at the tip of my horns.
Love how you can charge different barrels towards the end of the game to attack the.
But that's it.
Then you get those one-off bonus levels for each world that turns the game into a free-flying time trial of destruction. These will be known from now on as
first
speed
game.
Why can't Simon fly all over the place whenever he wants at any other point in the game? Because you ask too many questions. Actually, it's most likely because whenever he does fly on his own, he can get. This is the reason people still love the original Spyro PS1 series even until today. It's the fine mix of all of these moves to make the series a blast to play, with a couple of extra references to other games for good measure.
I always believed in you, Spyro.
You gotta believe.
Time to get romantic.
The charm of the world around you is off the charts too, and there's so much detail put into the tiniest things. If you charge into a bull instead of flaming it, it'll get stuck in the ground by its horns. If you move up a steep hill,
way to
Simon's
barbecue,
walk cycle
I
changes.
say.
Set fire to cacti and watch them shake the ashes off. Watch enemies capture smaller creatures and then get too distracted celebrating to attack you. See how terrified enemies look as you walk towards them, but once you look away from them, they...
Not again! Torture me! Yes, me too!
He loved his fat ass.
Seriously though, there are Norks everywhere, and nearly every single level gives you a different variant of them, which the game really didn't need to do. There's Norks with swords, Norks with clubs, Norks with flags, Norks with tasers, Norks with guns. Norks with guns. Easy does it, I'm too small and I can't reach that. Also, I'm British.
You know, I never understood why the Reactober trilogy decided to replace actual guns with slime. What am I in it? What am I advertising for Nickelodeon? What are you doing, Activision?
Which means you probably hate me, but it also means that I love saying the word Norks. The hills have Norks, the castles have Norks, the harbours have Norks, the fairies have Norks.
Wait,
don't remind me of the Reignited Trilogy remake. They got rid of the Norks with guns and replaced them with purple water pistols.
Oh, come on now. What? You don't like seeing guns in your video games? What are you?
Advertising Nickelodeon!
A cuckwoke?
And hey, I may really dislike Spyro's voice in this game, but the other dragons you rescue are another thing entirely.
Spyro, my friend, how about a hit on gliding?
How about you get fun? I love all of these guys. They're only ever on screen for like 5 seconds each, but they're the most memorable part of the game for me.
Ever since you're a wee puff of smoke, we've known, I forget.
They mostly serve as hints and tips when you find them, even though the hints are all horrible.
Big enemies like this get off with a club cannot be charged, but a quick flame, that should defeat them.
Yes, I already killed that guy to rescue you. What are you talking about?
Did you know that you get your longest glides by pressing X at the very top of your jump?
How do you think I got here?
Flame won't harm metal, but charging with your horns, that should do the trick.
This is World 2. I've been doing this for the last 6 levels. Are you senile?
Be careful, Spyro. This boss has many tricks up his sleeve.
What does
There's
that
a lot of
mean?
pizza up his pizza.
Are wearing armor.
I don't blame them. They're very sensitive. The best line in the entire game, though,
That's
easily
plastic,
goes to
buddy.
Cletus. My man Cletus. What does he say?
Spyro, it's great to see you, but I've got to go.
Meow.
Alright. Bye then. You know what all of the dragon's favorite thing is to say, though?
Thank you for releasing me.
I swear that most of these smelly lizards say this line on repeat.
Smelly
and by the end of
lizards?
the game, nearly...
You're an ugly human! Don't you start sassing us! I'll torch your house! And torch your cat, too!
Every single one of them says it. You want to see how many I found?
Thank you for releasing me.
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 Okay, we get it!
Thank you for releasing me. Thank you for releasing me. Thank you for releasing me. Thank you for releasing me.
Thank you for releasing me. Thank you for releasing me.
Thank you for releasing me.
But don't worry, not all of them say thank you. Some of them say thanks.
Thanks for releasing me.
It's really a shame, though, that as a game itself, Spyro 1 is just alright. Welcome to my Arabian toilet.
Yeah, despite my accolades, I actually don't think Spyro 1 is that great. Mainly because of how primitive and stripped back it feels, especially compared to the
back in the
sequels. Which isn't
PS1,
Spyro
give it a
1's fault,
break.
but I'm blaming him anyway. And I don't care what you say because I'm friends with the super popular YouTuber Vsauce too, aren't I, Kevin?
You may kiss the bride.
Hey, Tim! See, he even calls me by my real name, like my mummy when she's upset with me. You know, it's weird. It always surprises me when I remember that the first Spyro came out in 1998.
Yeah.
This wasn't
Hello?
an early PlayStation title, and yet I think it feels like one. There's just something missing. I can't explain it. There's no gimmicks, no major surprises. I mean, I do love simplicity in games that are to the point, but with cartoony collectathon Johnny John Spyro the Johnson, the simplicity holds it back for me. Especially when you compare it to the following games.
That's
Spyro
where
1 feels
Ripto's
really
Rage came into
plain,
play.
Just like how Crash 1 feels compared to Crash 2. And by 1998, Crash 3 had already perfected the Crash formula, whereas Spyro was just getting his feet wet. And when Spyro gets his feet wet, he dies. The collectathon gameplay loop is pretty basic, and it gets a bit samey for me after World 2, with
I
not
was
much
supposed to
variety
be
in what you
swimming.
actually do, aside from more dangerous glides and slightly different enemies. And for as much as I love the visual style, the presentation itself also gets a little bit too samey for me. Aside from that, these things can get royally shitted off too. What are these things? Why do they look like that? How do they slide around so quick? Get off me, you radish! No matter how many times I replay this game, I can never remember the names of
moving
levels
on.
or tell Harry Kramer's favourites, and he's going to play a little bit of it for us right now. In the game, though, you get access to Nasty's loot, the only actual free-flying level where you just explore
Best
everywhere,
payday I've
blow up
ever been
everything, and
through.
steal all of his
Nothing
treasure.
else
Thanks to the
even
stimulus
comes
check,
close.
Nasty breasts, and the credits roll. Ah, nostalgia. You know, even though this isn't my favorite Spyro game and I do have problems with it, I do like it a lot still to this day. I enjoy this game, and every time I reach this credit sequence and hear this music and watch all the low poly flyby level camera stuff going on, it lets me know that I made a good choice in picking up this game to replay it again. No sheep were harmed during the creation of this game.
That's a lie. That was just a disclosure. We had plenty of barbecues. I can attest to that.
No, you're lying. You cooked them up and you sent them to... Spyro 1 is a classic, no doubt. But at the end of the day, even though I've got a lot of nostalgia for it, this is not the game that I replay whenever I feel like a bit of him. It's better than Crash 1 for a first attempt, but it still feels like a first attempt.
You're a first attempt.
Oh no! Who is that?
I'm the amazing Wendigo.
The amazing Wendigo?
No.
Where?
Look, they made another Spyro game.
Enough with the skits, man. I mean, you're insulting
this.
magic.
This is where shit starts getting good. Thank you, the amazing
Where'd he go?
Wizards, am I right?
Fuck! Yes, you lads! It's Spyro 2. He's back, and I'm back.
Ew.
Look alive, everyone. It's Simon 2, Ripped My Ropes. Or as I personally know it, Simon 2, Great, a Garden. To be honest, I prefer the European name of Gateway to Glimmer against Ripto's Rage. But I will admit it is strange. Glimmer is just the first level of the game. You're never looking for a gateway to it. That'd be like if this was called Crash Bandicoot Sam. Straight away, we've got much better cutscenes with actual story in them. And boom, bang, bing, we've got new characters who are better than anything we saw in Spyro 1. You've got the Professor, who's a bastard mole, digging up all of my lore! You've got Alora, who's a fawn, you dork, and Hunter the Cheetah, who always looks like he wipes with his fingers. Even Simon's voice is him.
You know, I always wondered if he actually did that, or if that's just how natural cats work. I can attest, he never wears his own running shoes. He always forgets them.
Proved.
Is this rain ever gonna stop? I've forgotten what the sun looks like.
If you don't know, that is the voice of Tom Kenny. And if you don't know who that is, I'll give you a hint.
Now they've set up force fields to separate us. If you can find diodes, you can use them to turn off the force fields.
One thing though.
That's not Scooby-Doo, it's SpongeBob.
Only in the cutscenes does it sound like the voice actors are spitting into the mics.
That's exactly the point. A dragon is our only chance of stopping Ripto.
Betty Butter bought some better butter, better than the bitter butter, so she put it in her bitter batter. Oh, there's also the new baddie, Ripto, who is very small and angry, and that's basically all there is to him. I never really understood the love for him.
I mean, he's fun to torch. He's fun to barbecue. He always has a short fuse. And he's very short. And again, let me remind you, this guy, the only reason why he was taller than me in the official boss battles is just so that the players can see where he actually is. So that the players know who they're torching. He's actually very small. I can attest to that. Why do you think he has so many pets that he rides on the backs of? Yeah.
As a villain, I'm sorry. And these three bozos accidentally summoned him to their world, so intercepted Spyro on the way to his holiday. Oh, sorry.
Vacation.
Yeah, your best friends in this game kidnap you and hold your holiday hostage until you fix their big messy. Thanks so much, you woman. Donkey! Spyro 2 as a game, though, is basically Spyro 1 again, but everything is better. Literally everything. It's like jumping from Crash 1 to Crash 2, or pre-vomit to post-vomit. I'm far from the only person that thinks that, right, Dreadex?
I hate Spyro 2, and Spyro 3 is somehow even worse!
Yeah, you're right. There's just so many quality of life changes here, it's not even funny, and it all comes together perfectly to make me go... The glide falls a little bit slower to make long jumps easier, the charge control's a lot tighter and lets you jump higher while charging to make rushing around levels twice
or
as
maybe
easy.
just hates
The
me.
dragonfly picks up gems from further away, he eats butterflies from burned animals much faster than Spyro 1, the camera moves around you a bit faster, the sound effects are guttier and have more punch to them.
Always satisfying.
And on top of the updates to existing ideas, there's all of the new stuff added in too, like auto-saving, which was a massive deal, because back in those days, we didn't have it. Instead of the stop immediately and splat on the floor triangle move you could do mid-glide in Simon 1, now you have a hover move to give you extra time to correct a glide and give you a tad more height and distance at the end of your glide. Now, instead of getting extra lives from the life clam, while Sparks is at full health, you can stack him with multiple burned animals to eventually give you a life if you eat enough. Spyro can spit. Enemies now don't drop gems to collect and instead add to a defeated enemy tally that can help you unlock a temporary power-up specific to that level, giving you way more chances for supercharging alongside brand new powers like spring jumping, projectile super breath attacks, and temporary flight in the level. And speaking of levels, you now only need to collect one thing at the end of the stage to beat it, with optional missions dotted around each level, awarding you orbs that
they're
can be used to unlock
surprisingly
further
easy to
levels,
store.
bosses, and secrets. And they can sometimes be centered around the platforming that Spyro does best, or something totally new and different, like hockey matches against this freak, various puzzles hidden around the stage, or blowing up a load of UFOs piloted by... And to top it all off, when you collect everything, you get a little dote! The Speedway stages return and are exactly the same as previously. Okay, that wasn't new, I'm sorry, I don't know why I mentioned it. But now, after you beat the main time travel challenge, you can then freely explore the Speedway level without a time limit to find secret hidden characters to talk to that then give you more unique orb missions that change up the gameplay even more. And then you can end your day by being a flag-burning, filthy hippie. Yeah, down with...
down with vegetables.
Oh yeah, there's also
Why
way
do
more
I feel like
cutscenes now,
that's a
too.
bad
Some for
thing that I
entertaining story bits, and others for whenever
actually
you enter
better.
and exit a new level, just to give them that extra dash of personality and depth to them. I like them. You see what the problems are in the level before you get there, help them out, then you fix the problem and see what happens after you leave the level. It's like mini stories within the main story. It's really cute, but as a kid, I hated the Aquaria Towers one. Poorly.
You should probably stay on land. Yenny might have a few words with you, buddy. That's actually his favorite level. Me? I thought it was okay. Can't really breathe fire much in there, but I'm actually quite a good swimmer.
Little seahorse dying from lack of water and being baited over and over again for a drink he never gets. Just give him the damn water, you wretch! This isn't Saw 3! What's cool though is that every level has inhabitants to talk to now, and they're nearly all fully voice acted.
Don't remind
The only
me of
other thing
that
you could
pencil
interact with in
guy.
Simon 1 was the balloonist, and sorry man, not only did you not actually speak, but you were only ever good for being a stepladder. Even the fairy checkpoint talks to you now. She's called Zoe, and she likes to pitch shift her voice at random.
That zap means that if you get into trouble, I'll return you to this place.
Each time you defeat an enemy, it will release a spirit particle.
What's up with you, Zoe? Have you got a bad cough?
The water workers have boxed up most of our baby turtles. The boxes are incredibly strong.
Please don't remind me of that babysitting gig.
But then there's another character introduced in this game that would go on to become a Spyro staple. A character that dredges up the worst of a human being. A character that inspires fear, hatred, spite.
No, don't say it.
Bags.
Hello there, Spyro. Would you like to learn to swim underwater?
Not that stupid bear! Every chance I get, every time. You have no idea how many times I torched that bear. You have no idea how much I hate that smug, slithering furball. He gives dragons a bad name. His greed, it makes us look charitable. And you wonder why we dragons have a horde. It's specifically to be away from this guy.
I suppose I could teach you for a small fee.
Moneybags as a round bell end seems to exist everywhere all at once on every level and only lives for one thing. Locking things away from you and stealing your gems in order to unlock them for you. That's all he is. He's a fat, greedy barrier that has no conscience, no dignity, and only cares about money. Must be funty. It's a rich man's cunt! He is a leech, a stain. He's an alt-right Winnie the Pooh that converted a generation of kids into anti-capitalists. And to be perfectly frank, he makes me want to get my killing shoes on.
I still torture him every chance I get. Oh,
What a
yay! I'm sorry, I'm having a bit of a tear in my eye. I'm so glad I made a friend today. I'm so happy. We all share one thing together.
sweet relief.
In fact, I don't even think that any furries like him. Let's ask one. Oi, Adam!
Alright, E621, Spyro _ dragon, space order, score, enter.
What are you typing?
What? See, it doesn't do anything for him. Oh, what's that? You want to sell me a trip on a submarine to get by a load of robot sharks? Pfft, I don't need any of that. You're scamming me. Look, see, I don't need to... Okay, fair enough. Oh, look at you there, moneybags. Are you a little cold from the snow? Oh, no, wait. It's just your soul! My favourite thing to do with him is actually use a double jump glitch in level 1 to not only completely ignore him and his stupid bridge, but also use the same glitch...
I can do that? Learned that I can do that. I can do that. I wasted so many gems on that. Did I ever tell you guys how much I hate that bear? I'm not sure I actually made that abundantly clear. I absolutely hate that.
To get on top of a ledge that I'd also need to pay him later on in the game to learn how to climb, and then finish off the rest of the level without paying him a cent, meaning that I can then afford his swimming lessons right after level 1 without needing to go into another level first to try and save up enough.
This has been a money-saving tip with Daddy Caddy. Next week, we'll find out how to stop yourself from spending your own money by learning how to keep pennies in your ass.
The levels are bigger and give you way more stuff to do and leave a longer lasting impression, but they aren't so big as to make you go, oh no, I can't eat that. And the music is miles better as well. In fact, I'd go as far as to say it sucks.
What?
Milkshake through a big straw. It's way more creative, zesty, multi-instrumental, and more percussive. There's even vocals on some of the tracks. My favourites being the one that sounds like a meditating Mr. Bean. And the one where it sounds like a really big man just ate something he didn't like. Then there's all the little monk dudes with their mouths that look like urinals and they go...
Yeah,
if you ask me, though, the award for best line in the
kind of
game
Yeti I was
easily
talking
goes to-
about earlier.
I'm a vegetarian. I think you should kill that Yeti.
He's so hardcore
Totally
about
not
killing an
dark
animal
at
that
all.
he even goes off script.
Oh, by the way, I have a theory about this game that I don't think anybody has ever brought forward before. Hunter is Ripto.
And no, I don't mean just because of their exact same size. Other characters in the game are all like,
Can you help me tie my
You mean voice
and then you
actor?
help them and they reward you. But Hunter...
Oh yeah, he's just
he
as
deliberately bricks
useless.
himself in igloos and hides orbs from you until you nearly kill yourself on a jet ski parachute. He won't give you 2 orbs that you desperately
parachute,
need
now
to
that I
save
think
the
about it,
world
I think it's
unless you
blind.
run around in a sub-zero cave catching crystals to amuse him. He won't give you the items that you need to defeat the man that he summoned himself until you jump on his captured manta ray and follow a seahorse through a bubble of fart. He plays dumb, but he's not dumb. He has like half of the orbs you already need in his pocket and just doesn't give them to you because of an owl.
know why
Have you ever noticed how you never
Hunter's
see them
around.
together on the same screen? He's the bad guy here.
I think he's
He
trying
is
to
Ripto.
spite me.
I also love the way that so many characters have that low poly PS1 over-exaggerated head and mouth shape too. They all look like talking drum cymbals.
Hi, Hunter. I'm Spyro, and I want to burn all of your incriminating documents.
There's even this one level where you run around and find all of the bones of a skeleton to put him back together. How beautiful is that?
It's so good to see my friend looking healthy again.
Well,
Does he?
more or less.
Oh no, what does that mean? What's gonna happen?
I mean, about as healthy as a skeleton could get, I guess.
Yes, I had to sit through the whole thing, so you had to as well. Now, let's move on to...
I think he wants to dance for you.
Oh no.
Oh, hello.
My favourite part of the whole game, though, is when you
Alright,
get to
moving
walk...
on.
Ha!
Why you got so many bases?
Fact. Give me another one. Most people buy one face wash, but I have to buy 3.
You are full of surprises, face, and so is this game.
This is where I actually learned how to skateboard. The land of the sponsorships? What is...
Huh? What? Oh yes, I forgot. I'm a PS1 game. And now I'm finally all on my own, safe from everybody around me and nobody else can break it. Hello, I'm Spots! Welcome to my lab. Oh dear, and today I've been sponsored by me. Yes, me. I've been sponsored by so many things that now I can finally afford myself. It's the collectible world of Cat Icarus, a limited edition exclusive Blu-ray set only available on the pixelempire.com/caddy in the description below. And when I say limited edition, I really mean it. They are selling out...
He made his own video game? Huh. Alright, Anyway, moving on.
Game goes on. You then discover she
No
wants to
idea I
kill
would
them all
look
and
at
rip off their
you.
wings for a new spell she's working on. It's not even like she wants to eat them to keep herself alive or anything like that. She just wants to kill them so she can try a new magic trick. If that's not evil, I don't know what is. This causes Bianca to change her mind about being evil, takes her hood off, and that makes Hunter go,
You're the thing-looking woman!
Taking that all aside, though, I also really appreciate how much more the gameplay and
understood
story
why
are
Hunter
integrated
hooked up
together.
with
There's way more
Bianca.
cutscenes showing off what a cow the sorceress is, which builds up to her final boss really nicely.
He's a
Throughout the whole
slimy
game, Bianca keeps
salamander.
appearing out of nowhere and taunting you. And even with the levels in each world, instead of just going through each of them, helping the people out, and then getting a magical thing to open a door to get closer to the final boss, instead you go to the levels, help the creatures out, and then as thanks, they all work together to build you a new transport method to get to the next area where you can find more hidden dragon eggs. When Hunter gets kidnapped halfway through the game, for a brief amount of time, all of his side missions and all the levels are unavailable. So come on, get on your ass and save him so you can come back and get more dragon eggs. Everything you do in Spyro 3 has a reason, and it just fits into place better, you know?
Except where her eyes.
Everything that Spyro 2 did to improve on Spyro 1 is here. Everything from the controls to the weird and wonderful character designs that talk to you like they're grazing in a field. Hello, I'm Steak. Did you ever wonder where your milk came from?
Please don't. I'm not gonna look at this.
Perfect. You know what? I don't like this Cloud either. Even when you complete his mission and make him happy, the best he can give you is this terrible, terrible face. But Moneybags does a little bit more this time instead of just ripping you off to get through doors. Get this. Now he works for the main villain. In fact, he comes right out the gate the first...
You see? This guy has no soul whatsoever. One berserkin rug coming right up. Yeah. Wonder why he hates dragons and how he even knew about them. You know, it actually makes me wonder too.
First time you see him and just says the sorceress is paying him to be a tool, and he's standing guard for a collection of new animal buddies with their own stages that are fully playable. And once you buy them off of him, you can visit older levels that have their locked doors inside to then get in and find even more gameplay scenarios to make you go, wow,
I remember
there's
the
more
first
gameplay
time we met.
scenarios. People
So
often seem a bit like
satisfying.
using desperate ideas from a
We
creatively
became
spent
best
development
friends.
team, but I couldn't disagree more. They're desperate ideas from a creatively strong development team. First off is Sheila the Kangaroo, an adorable little muppet that takes the standard gameplay and flips it on its side to be about vertical height exploration more than long-distance gliding. And I find her levels extremely fun whenever you launch into the air and smash downwards. And, according to the Reignited trilogy, she isn't female unless she has pigtails and a vag. Next up is Sergeant Bird, and just like that, with the wave of my wand, you're a secret spy just like James Bond. He is an MI5 flying penguin agent with rockets on his shoulders, and I find his parts fine. Not the best and not the worst. In open explorative bits with free flying all over the stage, he's a joy, and I appreciate how you can toggle on a below view for aiming drop missiles while still having full control of flight. But in tight spaces, it's like trying to fit an apple in a nostril. Then we have Bentley, a friendly Yeti who for some reason is also a London Cockney.
I can you black them on?
Told you I was friends with a Yeti.
Hello, you I'll have a Jack and Coke on the rocks, so don't worry, I bought my own life.
You're gonna pay for
I don't
that,
dislike
right?
him whatsoever, but he is my least favourite character to play as, purely because he walks just a little bit too slow for me. I love how he stomps around and smashes everything without any effort and reflects
expect him to
projectiles,
be the
but
big,
a little
the
bit more speed
heavy,
would have been appreciated.
fastest guy
Not
around
to
the...
mention,
What?
he's so big that he blocks off the screen from the dragon that you just saved. Move it! And lastly, there's Jim Carrey Monkey, who uses a rebounding laser gun, grenade, strafing, and first-person sniper
That
shots to get through
monkey
his
is
section.
crazy.
I like these a lot, they're good fun, especially when you find his most powerful weapon, the Child Beard Gun. Plus, in those hidden Speedway bonus
Child
levels, you get to
Beard Gun?
do them as Hunter. And that makes them better and more fun than Spyro 2, because it does, and you are listening to me. And... hey, did you know that the first ever water birth in a video game was in Spyro 3?
What?
Yeah, I'm not joking. Here it is. Welcome to planet Earth, kid. That's what your lungs filling up with water feels like. Alongside all the animal buddies Simon can save for extra gameplay, you can even control Sparks for the first time ever in his own top-down explorative shooting sections, which I really enjoy as well. You can boost, strafe, use limited power-ups all over the place, and when you finish each one, you unlock a new permanent ability for Spyro, like pointing Sparks towards the direction of missing gems, an absolute godsend, or giving yourself one extra hit before losing a life. Sure, there's parts which aren't perfect.
Ow! I went boom again.
But there's literally nothing I dislike in this game or don't look forward to. Nothing. The worst part in any single Spyro game that's ever been released is in Spyro 3. Yes, I'm not exaggerating. Spyro 2 has more low points, but this single low point in 3 topples all of them on its own. The boxing match with Bentley and this filthy rat is utterly unplayable. You're supposed to...
Thanks for reminding me that I had to watch a boxing match. And I was just watching the trailer for Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reject.
Have 3 attacks on a block, but absolutely none of these moves come out when you need them to. Either the delay is way too much, or Bentley is way too slow. Whatever the case, this stinking piss rag is able to perform every move at twice the speed as you, and somehow manages to combo when you're unable to, and blocks nearly every attack you perform like he's reading your mind. Hit him, goddamn, hit him, Bentley! Why are you missing him? Don't make me call you by your passport name! I could go on all day about this abominable challenge, especially when you win 1 egg for beating it once, but then need to survive for 3 rounds for a second egg and come out the other end with the most health, which, if you aren't deathly lucky, will take you over half an hour, and it's enough to give me a Diane Weist infection.
Now ask yourself this. If a video game about a platforming purple dragon came out in the year 2000, what will it add into it to make it immediately much better? That's right, skateboarding.
I mean, that was the 90s. Nice green screen, by the way, dude.
I shit you not, there's Spyro, the magical fantasy medieval dragon, on a skateboard, in space. This is the most long john backwards ass thing I think I've ever seen, but man, I just don't care. It's so much fun, especially the races when you have to keep doing tricks mid-air to build up a speed boost. How can you not love this? Look at him go! That's how I feel about Simon 3 as a whole, actually. It can get pretty stupid, but I just don't care because I'm having too much fun with it. And even if I'm not completely enamored with some of the new stuff, it doesn't matter because most of the game is you and Simon.
Oh, don't remind me of that, too. That's always got sand in my claws.
Are great enough for me to not mind the more experimental angles. My copy of the game is so overplayed and so...
Alright, moving on!
...to chase you, and is only vulnerable while moving instead of being stationary, and the sorceress herself is like a mix of all of them together, but now with the added bonus of using temporary vehicles to blow her up. And that's more or less how this all ends, after you've done your best sitting there for 3 hours watching the professor do this.
No.
Aha! Putting up with Hunter's bullshit.
Thanks. Did you bring any chips?
Chips? Really, Hunter? That's what you're concerned about? I always keep asking the professor, has he been experimenting on his brain or something? Did he get abducted by aliens? Because I think there's something very wrong with him.
And saving all the dragons, like Mingus. Mingus? What kind of name is that? Actually, fair enough, he looks like a Mingus. Bianca becomes a good guy, you beat the sorceress by shooting her in the goddamn head, then Hunter and Bianca become a couple. Ugh! Guys, get off me!
Oh, that's even worse! I mean, okay, yeah, Plague of Love is already nasty enough, but that face! What is that face?
I don't want to see this shit. This is a kid's game. There's not supposed to be any lewd in it. Isn't that right, Chris?
Oh my god.
Okay, ignore him. Isn't that right, Jimmy D. Pooper?
What? Whoa, hold the phone. Wait a minute. What was that?
You've been to Nasty's... Mingus? What kind of name is that?
Guys, get a read. I don't want to see this shit. This is a kid's game. There's not supposed to be any lewd in it. Isn't that right, Chris?
Oh my god.
Okay, ignore him. Isn't that right, Jim?
Why is my head attached to Laura Croft's body? Hello? Artist? What? Is there something you're not telling me out there? Is there something I should know about? I'm sorry? What? What am I looking at?
Jimmy D. Pooper.
What?
Okay, ignore him. Isn't that right? I hear everything. Okay, if I'm not careful, my channel's gonna be suspended. Help me out, Tom Scarp. Oh god, no! But just like any Simon game, we aren't done yet. After we grab every single gem and dragon egg in the game, we unlock one final endgame stage. We've been to Nasty's Loot, we've been to Dragon Shores, and now our next stop is Super Bonus Round. That's
Really?
an awful name, but you know what it does mean?
Yes, everybody, it's time for a surprise, I was about to say a surprise Mexican bounce round.
Mexican? What's a Mexican? Is that it?
In all fairness, though, I think this is the best reward of all the games. It calls back to Nasty's Loot in terms of being another actual level.
Oh, yeah.
But now there's
The
way
sorceress
more treasure
is
to
loot.
steal, way more ways of interacting with the stage, way more interesting things to see, places to explore. It's a great unlockable final level. And then this follows on to the true final boss, the sorceress. Again.
I don't know how she did it, Spyro, but the sorceress must have survived that last battle.
Your head is huge!
What? Wait, how did you get another cameo?
Yeah, I don't know either. It's almost like they ran out of ideas. And the worst thing is that she doesn't even come back stronger or angrier. She came back on her mobility scooter. This is honestly not a very good hidden boss. But you know, it's not Spyro 1, so I don't mind. Goodbye.
And you know, I could have just flown around. She could have just given me a fireball ability. That would have worked. Developers, why couldn't you have done that? I can fly! I'm a dragon, for crying out loud!
Hi, Grandma. And as for the super secret 100% hidden ending,
yeah,
it is just that. And that's why this is the best fucking game ever. I'm not kidding either. I treasure Spyro 3. It has an adorable wolf puppy you can play fetch with. It has breeds. It has a bit where you play Doom. It has a Matrix reference. I mean, who wasn't
So
doing a
many
Matrix reference in the year
references.
2000? It has cowboy dinosaurs. I mean, do you have any cowboy dinosaurs? If you do,
I told
can
you
I
I
come
know
over
a
and see
thing or
them?
two
It has
about
the ultimate
dinosaurs.
revenge fantasy that surpasses Kill Bill by letting you chase down moneybags at the end of the game.
Oh, so... I remember that memory lane so well. Ah, it's the most happiest moment of my life. I never even planned it. I never even expected it. But every day since, I have never been so satisfied. Oh, if only I can do it again. Ah.
Aim and burn his completely flame-resistant pants in order to steal all of your gems back from him. And in conclusion, it has the best sound effect of all time.
Can I do it again, please? If there's a Spyro 4, please let me do it again. I would love to do it again. I will do it 1,000 times. I'll do it 1,000 different ways. Please let me torch that stupid bear again.
So I think it's safe to say Spyro 3 really is the year of the dragon. Well, what a perfect little trilogy for the PlayStation. I'm sure glad it stopped there and didn't try anything else.
I mean...
Hello, Caddy.
Oh,
What
shave
thing
my
did
back!
go
It's my
upside
evil
down?
twin brother, Baddie! I bought something for you. Oh, for me. You should have. I deserve it.
You should...
You know, I'm starting to think that Baddie isn't actually all that bad. I mean, you know, after...
Oh, no.
I mean, after all, who goes out of their way to give you a jigsaw puzzle? I wonder what's on.
No, not the dragonfly. Please, don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh my god, I can't believe it. It's me. And that means they made another Spyro game. Spyro, Enter the Dragon.
No, don't
So after
remind me
Insomniac
of
Games
it
left the
again.
franchise behind for Ratchet and Clank, we've now got Check 6 and Equinox teaming up to push this one out on the GameCube and PS2. As for the Xbox, and after they made Enter the Dragonfly, the reviews were so great they closed down forever. Before anything else, I want to direct you to the demo screen of this game.
That is not my proudest game.
And you're going to watch it
at
with
all.
me in its entirety. Oh, these are nice flowers. Who am I going to pick for this save game?
Yeah, that's a lot of brain damage. What is that?
So the game begins and we get our first cutscene.
Look at the brain damage on Hunter. It's already back. Yeah,
this looks
same.
good. Nothing to see here. It all looks top form. This is exactly like an interactive electronic video game. Also, this cutscene cacks. It goes on forever and it really has no right.
Honestly, I think this is where my whole franchise completely tanked. What's wrong with you, Activision? Why did you do this to me?
Do you want me to paraphrase exactly what happens in this entire cutscene? Wow, isn't everything great? Hello, my G's. Oh no, it's Ripto. What are you doing here? That's a good question. Yeah, it is a good question. What are we doing here? What do you mean, what are we doing here? If you ask me one more question, I'm going to skin you. Now, where was I? Oh yes, that's a good question. I'm here because
And what is your
that's
horn
exactly how
like
this cutscene
that?
plays out. It's just a massive one-sided conversation with Ripto and absolutely nobody else while they all just stand there and let him steal all of these baby dragonflies. You all deserve to lose everything you care about and watch all that you love turn to dust. After that, we all get an uncomfortable look into Bianca's flesh mouth, and then off we go to save the dragonflies. Or else the other dragons won't be able to use them as human shields. And they have all sorts of cute names like Bonky!
Bonky!
It's fluffy! That's weird, because dragonflies aren't fluffy! Hey, it's Sandra!
Okay, moving on from this. Oh, come on!
And I'm not talking about the gameplay removal.
Okay, moving
So we
on.
have Simon, silly old ink, and now we have Simon too. Silly old fish. Gotta say, right now, I love this box art. It's incredible. Gone are the days of creative collages.
And gone are the days where I was ever out of hand.
And then this
Oh,
new
what?
ultra mean baddie appears to try and take over.
I swear, I was just tapping in the random. I did not expect to be looking at the camel lizard. Or Nasty Nork, for that matter. Ugh. Can't believe this. I can't believe the timing on this. I actually wonder if I should play this again. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
His name is Red. I hope we find out why he's called. The intro to our goodies begins, and who is Red?
That's the fallen dragon, Red. I'm sure you've heard all about him.
Not a clue.
Ah, yeah, we don't know, and we don't care. In this whole game, we never seem to care. We get hit on, don't care. We fight a thick old fish woman, don't care. We lose 80 dragons
She's
from a
covered in
nursery,
barnacles
chase
and
after the
smells
thieves,
weird.
Don't care. We get told to collect things to power this thing, don't care. And the professor doesn't seem to care either.
What exactly do you need to collect?
I don't know. Light gems?
Fine. You need 8 light gems.
You know what? This is just the levity I needed. I really like this. This is actually kind of funny. But hey, you! Who the hell is Red? I actually really like the story here. No one gives a shit from start to end, and it's pretty entertaining. Plus, it allows the game itself to be played more than watched, which is good, because Hero's Tale is really good. In fact, no, it's great. Yeah, I said it. These reviews are all wrong.
Small dark holes. Not a problem for me, Spyro. I'll have that locked up.
This game is another
yeah.
attempt at Spyro-esque gameplay in a more open-world setting. And you know what? It's not the best open-world game I've ever played, but for Spyro, I think it pretty much nails it. Not only is the open-world idea extremely fluid and well executed, with tons of fast travel stations and a great map system to show where you have and haven't been, but the world you travel to have some of the most engaging and creative gliding puzzles and tricky enemies to get by in the whole series. The movement controls are really smooth, the charge is really snappy, and I love that it gallops this time.
I'm not gonna lie, it is pretty nice.
Just run around in circles and see how Simon's body snakes around behind you. That is great attention to animation.
Moving on from what is
Well,
this?
7 games now. Oh no. Is this how fast we're going to move?
What
For
is
the
that?
whole game? What is this? What is this jump? It's not a jump, it's like you're being vacuumed up to the roof. I can't figure out where the hell I'm landing, and I can't get any distance with this. Oh, and what's this? I can't glide? What
this is
this
why
game?
I've never
hello
played
there.
the actual
you want me to follow you?
portables.
No problem. No,
This is a stunt
skip
double
to
for me.
Aha, watch out, we've got combat now. Did you know this game was made by Amaze Entertainment? Well, now I can see why.
Yeah.
It's terrible. I'm gonna calm down and fall asleep for a second. Maybe I'll have a clearer head in the morning.
Or not. Ew.
Okay, what is this massive screw-off? What is that thing? What is that? What is it? Ah, get away from me, you eyeball leggy Johnny! When did this game decide to become Siren Blood Curse? Why didn't you warn me? Oh, wait a second, you did. Shadow Legacy is an action RPG, which is not a thing I was expecting to say today. You explore the world, fight enemies to gain XP, use magic spells, level up, and use the touchscreen to cast spells, which feels completely tacked on and unnecessary, just like a real DS game. And very similar to how this game moves the main storyline onto the DS for no discernible reason, the gameplay is kind of like Kingdom Hearts as well. If Sora went around headbutting everything in place and had a bath in glue, without a shadow of a legacy. This is the slowest and most boring action RPG I've ever played, and I mean that as literally as I can muster. Enter the Dragonfly was slow, but it was at least trying to be faster. Just imagine for a second what this game would look like if it lagged. Playing this game feels like you're stuck with a sleep paralysis demon. You'll be sludging along with it, minding your own business, and then every so often you'll wake up and realize how slow you're actually going, and then go... What can I get?
Alright, now.
Get out! Get off! Get what?
What is that? Is that a... What is that?
Pink poo bag on your keys. Pink poo bag on your keys. It's not a... Who better to get involved in this game than with the Lord of the Ring himself, Elijah Wood. Providing the voice of Simon for the very first time, alongside the voice of Gary Oldman. And I will say this right now, Elijah gives us the best delivery of the no cliche I think I've ever seen. Oh, and who wants to see the newest Sparks?
Catch up or give up, Chunky.
No!
Oh, look, it's Cusco Fly
We've gone
again.
from a collectathon platformer to side-scrolling minigamer to action RPG. So logically, we've made the next step to an action-adventure beat-em-up. But now Sparks looks like a DreamWorks and Spyro looks like a drunk. And I will say right now, I don't hate this game, but I don't like it that much either.
Yeah? Well, I don't like you either.
Oh, Buns, you're such a kid steer.
I'm not joking, man. I'm calling the FBI. Leave me alone. I'm busy.
No need. I am the FBI. I promise all of you I'm going into this with as open of a mind as I can, but I don't know, guys. The basics are here and they're playable, but there's so many catches and snags I can't get around. Stuff like the upgrade points, not having any on-screen indication how much you have.
I actually did a whole playthrough of this. Be sure to subscribe and watch the playlist. I did a three playlists of this whole franchise, so yeah.
You need to check yourself.
Like and
I find that the
subscribe.
moves are way too slow to come out for how fast the enemies move around you. If you're stuck and surrounded in a group, there's no way to quickly dodge out of it. And yet, you can dodge with this weirdly sluggish strafing move, but you aren't going to dash away to safety anytime soon by doing that.
Alright, moving on from that. And what are you pointing? Hot sauce. What is that? Stop poking
Okay, guys, we're nearly there, I promise. Dawn of the Dragon on the Xbox 360, also known as Simon Door of the Door. And I guess Chrome Studios weren't trusted anymore after the reception of the last two games, so for the final game of the trilogy, and indeed the final game in the whole Spyro timeline,
I mean, this is where I actually fly
hired a new
at just
company
about
to
any
make this
time.
one called Air. I'd pop this bomber in and bake it at gas mark 10. Oh god, oh me oh my, I've got to make another video about these things, haven't I? Okay, here we are, Xbox 360 dashboard. Haven't looked around it for a while, but yes. The story of this game is that Spyro and Cinder are trapped in a piss rock, and it's time to let them out. But not really, because we're also going to trap you again. Why did you let them out? Okay, so right out of the gate, the game looks and runs amazingly, actually.
Is that a dodge roll? Oh shit, son, it's a dodge roll.
And what's this? Way more crowd control attacks and area attacks to clear out enemies. You can grab enemies now for extra combo potential. Holy shit, is Spyro eating that guy? Spyro can fly.
Fly? What? Yes!
Spyro can fly! Gusts of wind to stop you from flying everywhere you want? Yes!
Yes!
Quick time events? Hey! Well, you know how...
Oh my god, is that Hunter? Hunter! Hunter is back! Oh no!
He doesn't look, sound, or feel even vaguely like the same Hunter from the last games, but I don't care. That somehow makes the game good. Why didn't you tell me about this, salty DK Dan?
Yeah, he was actually a cooler Hunter, not gonna lie.
Bastard. What's this? A vat of extra platforming challenges based around gliding and climbing to reward you with hidden upgrade materials all over the place? Character switching for entirely new elemental breath attacks that can be used for combat and way more puzzles to solve? And it was then that Caddy realised that this whole time he had a diabetic coma.
Wow!
What?
This game is...
What are you doing, Dawn of the Dragon? I like you? No, in fact, I really like you. I can't believe I'm saying this, and I'm sad it's taken until the third game of the reboot trilogy for me to say, but this is legitimately an extremely good game. It's got the balance between explorative collecting that Spyro is best known for, and the combat that the Legend series is best known for, and merges them seamlessly while improving the combat of the Legend series.
You hear that, Activision? If you're watching this, elements to this. I want to fly at any time, just like Dawn of the Dragon. It was done alright. It was done nice. I mean, the story could have been written better, but come on. It was Lord of the Wings, for crying out loud. Let me fly at any time. It's what I'm known for. But don't give me that fire breath limitation. That is an insult. At least make have the ability to upgrade my fire breath.
It really helps how there's like a million new moves to play with instead of the same handful of combos we had before. There's ground combat, aerial combat, grabbing combat, and the breath combat is tons better. You've got fire, ice, electricity, and earth all unlocked from the start and do even more different things than they've ever done before. Some are great for group damage, some are great for dispersing crowds, some are great for stuns, and some are great for continuous gradual damage. And with Cinder now being playable, you can switch to her whenever you want and pick her elemental breaths. Poison, fear, shadow, and wind. Too many beams. In combat, you still don't have a lock-on feature, but it doesn't matter because not only do you have a dodge roll to better position yourself to avoid damage quickly, finally, but most of the time the camera ends up being locked onto a scenario and pulled back like a PS2 God of War game, allowing you to see the whole battlefield, making off-screen threats no issue at all, and when the camera control is given back to you,
and then there's Skylanders.
Thank you for explaining that, me. It was very odd. Now, the copy of Skylanders I found on eBay was brilliant. Want to know why? Because it came with a giant box of figures that I didn't want. What am I supposed to do with all of these? Well, I guess we can at least look at them. Who is starring in the final original release of the game with Spyro still in the title? Well, we've got Spyro, Sparks, Cinder, Fire, Spyro, Thomas the Tank Engine, Fish, Steve Irwin, Spyro, Boat, and Shoe. Truth be told, I actually think all of these little guys are pretty cool, but I'm not here to be nice. Let's play the game.
I am Eon, your guide in this world. But where are you, you may ask?
Yeah.
That is a very good question. This is Eon and this is Chaos. Eon is good, Chaos is bad. And Chaos also sounds like he's taking one giant breath in while holding his nose.
So now I'm waiting for this day to take my revenge.
Right then, level 1. Let's see what's wait a second. I think my controller's broken. I can flame and I can charge, but I can't jump. And you know what? Actually, no. Maybe it's just because this is the tutorial. This is a kid's game after all. The jumping might come later.
Can it?
Wait, so let me get this right. We've gone from gliding and hovering to no hovering to no gliding to no jumping.
Yeah, alright, bye.
I'm so glad I didn't play this game at all. It's the franchise to be What? Did it
No.
just boomerang?
Bad boy.
You know what? It would be so nice of you to use your giant wings to get over this tiny little hop, but no! I've got to go all the way around here and walk into this bouncy drain cover instead. I mean, shitting hell, you don't even charge for longer than a couple of seconds before getting tired. What's this? An achievement? Happy hour? I'm way ahead of you.
As I said, you put that in my pie hole and I'll have a wolf.
I am starting to get sick to my guts with how slow
That's how
Spyro
I
likes to
feel,
go in a lot
weird
of his games.
antler
Even if
man.
you wear a speedy propeller cap, it doesn't seem to make Spyro or any of his new bastard friends run any faster. And mixing that in with no jumping makes this not even slightly fun for me. Then as you go on through the game, there'll be side areas only unlockable from friends of a certain class, which I don't mind, but more often than not, it will randomly pop up and tell you that, oops, you're weak all of a sudden, time for you to swap out to Wet Spyro, otherwise you'll take much longer than necessary to kill enemies that aren't weak to the class the game tells you to swap to for absolutely no reason. It's not really a video game, and more like a sit-up regime. We've got to get those tubby kids their exercise, sitting down playing games all day. So why don't we give them muscly thumbs and a six-pack? Oh, and this dude here is called Gil. Hey look, it's Gil.
What?
The Gil section is over. Something that I didn't realise until now is that these constantly advertised to about the other figures I can get. Hey, thanks for buying our game, kids, but your parents didn't get you enough.
Silence, Contact!
Without the figures, what is this? It isn't really anything, and it definitely isn't Spyro. It's transparently obvious that the subtitles...
You see? This guy totally gets it! Here, I told you the whole Skylanders franchise is not mine! I just happen to be in it. The only reason that anyone would say this is actually my game is because my name was actually on the cover. But it's not even my freaking game. Well, anyway, I guess that's gonna have to. Oh, wait, hang on. Was there something else you wanted me to react to? Let's see. Well, I guess I'll just have to call it for night, I guess. I mean, maybe one of these, maybe if you guys have any other suggestions, if you want more of me coming back, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, I guess, and in the meantime, I'm gonna be barbecuing stuff, and if you like this live stream and all that jazz, be sure to leave a like, torch that subscribe button, and, you know, share this stream around and all that jazz. And as always, my fellow dragons, I'll see you at the next barbecue. Spyro, out of here. Now, where the